Hi, 2011 growing season here. Winter solstice, blizzards, 6 boxes covered with snow. It was kind of geometric and pretty. Then it melted, and then in April we had another snow. And over the winter I see my compost pile shrunk about 30% by midwinter. This picture is a sunny winter day. And then the first day of spring, and my backyard with all the deer tracks in the snow. Another first day of spring picture. February and midwinter, the lake in the yard and ice skating, and then now you can see the first day of spring, the ice is receding. Now it's time to sow some seeds indoors. I saved some tomatoes and some cherry seeds also, among other things. I also decided to recycle materials that I could use for seed starting. So I gathered gardening and horticulture books and cardboard tubes, dairy cartons, different egg cartons. I started buying the half-gallon sizes for the dairy that could be cut for trays that would hold 8 to 10 tube seed pots. And using these cardboard tubes, I would cut 2-inch sizes, and then I would fit them into the dairy trays, fill them with dirt, and then I would water and just wait. Another recycled seed starting material is the egg carton. The gray mesh can go right into the ground after splitting each section, and I planted corn and hyacinth bean in there. The yellow styrofoam I used to sprout seed in on damp paper towel, in this case corn, which 90% of it sprouted, and I planted in manure pots. I also did some experimenting with avocado and a lemon. I planted a lemon seed, mid-February, and I kept it in a greenhouse type arrangement, and it sprouted around April 2nd, 6 weeks later. I protected it, and then when it got warm I eased it outdoors, only if the temp got to be 60, and I kept it out of direct sunlight. But it never turned green. It was just this pale chartreuse color, and unfortunately it has shriveled up. So I bought a mango. We'll see what happens with a mango. Another experiment was hazelnuts. In mid-November I placed 10 hazelnuts into this excellent soil, kept it moist inside a Ziploc. I wrapped it up, kept it dark, and I put it in my refrigerator. And at the end of March I found that I had 2 germinated hazelnuts. So I planted them, and I keep them in this mini greenhouse, and they're doing very well. It did warm up in April. On the 18th we received 3 inches of snow overnight. No need to shovel because the sun melts it off by early afternoon. At the end of February, early March, I pruned my apple trees, and the leaves are now starting to emerge. You can see them in this picture here. Then at the end of April, for about 10 days, we had rain every day. You can see how things are greening up. And I collected the rain in just some kitchen items because my cistern is still packed away. Put it in 2.5 gallons and learned about this system from Frida on Frida's Garden, where you put pinholes in the top, 4 or 5. It's a great little system because the seedlings don't get flooded. Very useful. Thanks, Frida. Check out Frida's Garden on YouTube. She's got some really neat stuff there. I got everything ready here and started sowing seeds. You can see them planted here. These photos show groups of plants. I take them out around 10:30 and bring them back in between 6 and 8 because it's still cold here Last night we had a light frost, May 6th. I've got about 100 beets in the one, tomatoes, peppers, zucchini in the second. I think these are my beans. Look how the basil has popped and the cilantro is just starting to emerge. Sunflowers, gotta keep those away from the chipmunks. Ornamental grasses I've got, and wildflowers. Some old seed I found, so they may not germinate. Carrots, 3 more hazelnuts, onions, and beans. With the yard dried out, I decided to redo the square-foot garden beds. I took 2 sides off, and I increased my growing space by 33%. I'll do the next 2 next week. This has been my 2011 garden prep update. Bye for now.